Hi, this is Gail Minogue again, and I'm very excited about my topic today. It's about living to be 120, and that's really what we're intended to do. Instead of thinking of life as over the 70 or 80s, it's not, and it isn't at all. In fact, the middle life begins at 60. So I was going to give you some helpful tips on living to 120 and thinking that way, and it's going to require you to change your thinking. So that's one thing, okay? Remember that. We're going to because race-conscious thinking or man-made thinking is about, oh golly, now that you're in your 80s, you think about death a lot. No, okay, not at all. Because back at 60, we were planning our ages 60 to 90, what we were going to do. And so we had goals and plans and everything else. So this is to take you at 120 so that you can begin retirement around 100. Okay, that's when we think about maybe retiring. So we're not going to think about retiring because the soul doesn't come here to do that. So let me give you some just helpful ideas for you to ponder and think about living to 120. Okay, and I want you to start thinking of more of a spiritual capability, okay, than just a man-made physical capability. So set your age. Number one, set your age goal to be 120. That means thinking that way, not talking to everybody about their aches and pains and how many visits to the doctors and what I've got wrong, but thinking about 120, what do I have to do to change my body so that's better? Eating better, moving, continually moving, and drinking a lot of water. Okay, keep it dehydrated because the body wants that. And we think, what did the body want? Number two, talk about it, think about it, and share your ideas for what you will be doing. What will you be doing during the years prior to 120? What are you going to be doing? Now, and so from 60 to 90, you need a goal, a productive part of your life. Not about, oh, I'm retiring at 65 and I'm going to go get a house in Reno or I'm going to go down to Florida and I'm going to fish and look at the sunset. Okay. That's nice. You do that on vacation. But what are we going to do for our goals and objectives between 60 and 90? Set your goal of living to a specific age. That's very important. And continue on the focus and goal until you fix it on your brain cells, until you focus it into your life and the results you desire. And the more you talk about it and think about it, the deeper the impression gets, and it becomes in your brain so that your physical body starts to conform to the age image that you have selected. The body literally begins to conform to it because you've impressed it so much of that idea. So as you know, whatever your mind conceives, your body will achieve. And most people conceive of getting old and rotting out. This is not you. Okay? Remember that. Number three, plan your new career. Plan your investment strategies, your health changes, your lifestyle changes, relationship changes up until about 120 years of age. Okay? Because a lot of people don't ever think about their lifestyle. They think about cheap housing and taxes. But what is the lifestyle? Is that really the lifestyle you want? In a lot of places where I could go to, where I save money on my taxes and live cheaply, that is not my goal in life. That's not the lifestyle I want. Number four, read articles on the proof of living to be 120. So I'm going to give you some examples that you may or may not have heard from the Bible. This is maybe a little corny, but they're interesting. Moses spent the first 40 years of his life in Egypt, in the courts of Pharaoh, learning all the knowledge of the day and the age. And from 40 to 80, he fed the flocks of Jethro, meditating and growing spiritually. And when he was 80, God spoke to him from the burning bush or whatever. He was given instruction by God, and he led the Israelites out of Egypt to the promised land. And the journey lasted 40 years. And he died at 120 years of age. And you can read this in the book of Genesis, the life expectancy of 120. I didn't make this up. So number five, consider retirement only after your 100th birthday. Okay? And form a group or an organization, a community that supports longevity until you're 120. So share this kind of group or start the group yourself. Share your information to enhance your knowledge. I remember I gave a speech many years ago at the Marriott. I was in Chicago, and a woman came up to the stage and handed me a business card, and she belonged to a 150-year-old club. That was a business card said. I couldn't believe it. I said, what do you do? She said, we get together and we talk about things that keep us living longer. I said, that's so exciting. But theirs was 150, which is wow. And maybe it's going to happen. Okay, number 6, visual your life, your body itself, this physical body, as a lighted candle. It just burns brightly until there's no candle left, period. It's done. Instead of suffering and all this other stuff, because you've taken care of it. And what mind can conceive, your body will achieve, because you kept your mind and your thoughts and your habits and your speech all in unison, okay? So the body was not built for pain. Consider pain and illness and ill health unnatural. Think that again. The body was not built for pain. Consider pain and ill health unnatural. Look after your body. You only got one of them, so that it will remain healthy, active, and supportive of your desire for a long life. For most people, it's not until they make the decision to live longer that they pay attention to their physical body needs. They made a decision to live longer, that's when they pay attention. So the number 8, and the 8th thing I want to mention, so the symbol for the law is based on the number 12. Throughout history, we have always measured time in divisions of 12. The sun, which is the center of their solar system, moves in a large circle every 25,000 years, and this period is divided into 12 equal divisions known as the 12 signs of the zodiac, or the constellations. When you divide 25,000 by 12, you end up with 12 periods, okay, of approximately 2,100 years. So you also know that each is divided into 12 months. Also, there's 12 hours before noon, 12 hours in the afternoon, and so 12 is the number of measuring time. The ancients used the zodiac as a measure for measuring time and longevity, whereas modern man tends to use the clock with 12 hours as a living to a great age. So let's start living to 120. That's what I wanted to impart. I want you to start thinking this way. As weird as this sounds, we are built to live this long. Take care of your racehorse or your body. Treat it like a fine racehorse. Feed it right, move it. Feed it, let it have enough drink. Be kind to it. Say no to stuff that doesn't work. And make your plans, talk about them, of what you're going to be doing, and eliminate people who are just stuck and they're back there on the road. And start your own club if you have to, or your own group. So these are my thoughts for today. If you want more about your own blueprint, so I can help you go through this latter part of your life with ease and fun and good health, I can help you with your life plan. You can also read my book, Divine Design, How You Created the Life You're Living. So I always love talking with you. To want to know more, you can connect with me personally or purchase the book, whichever you need. And stay tuned. I'll always be giving you more information. And thank you very much for listening. Thanks.